We are continuing the ratio and proportion chapter, and we have already done with 2 videos. This is our third video, finding x is to y from equations including quadratics. Can you find a clean ratio like x is to y equal to 9 is to 5 hiding inside a messy equation such as 10x square minus 23xy plus 9y square equal to 0? Absolutely yes, and it takes just 3 steps, which I'll show you in this video. So welcome back to quantum math. We have combined ratios, compared them, arranged them. Today we go to other way. You are given an equation connecting x and y, and your job is to dig out the ratio x is to y buried inside it. Some are simple, some are quadratic. Let's build up from easy to hard. So first of all, the easy part, linear ratio equations, the cross multiply method. When you are told something like 5x plus 2y is 5x plus 2y is to 7x plus 4y equal to 13 is to 20. 13 is to 20. So, what we need to do? We need to find x is to y. What we are going to find here? What is x is to y? So, simple. As you know that, for example, if I am writing a is to b, what does it mean? It means a by b, right? So, I will do the same here in this 5x plus 2y divided by 7x plus 4y equal to 13 by 20. Let's cross multiply. This becomes 20 into 5x plus 2y. So, 13 into 7x plus 4y. Sorry, they are cross multiplying routes. Equal to 13 times 7x plus 4y. This becomes 100x plus 40y equal to 13 into 7 is how much? 91x plus 13 into 452y. If I combine them, 100 minus 91 becomes 9x equals 40y goes there, becomes 12y. Okay. So now y comes here, 12 comes, 9 comes here. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to bring x and y at the same place. So here I will get 12 by 9, which means 12 by 9 is, if I reduce it to the lowest term, it becomes 4 is to 3. So x is to y equal to 4 is to 3. Got it? Simple, right? Okay. So this is how you will do linear cross multiplication method, just doing it and finding x is to y. Now, okay, one more tip here. Whenever the final equation looks like 9x equal to 12y here, just write x by y equal to 12 by 9 and simplify. Don't overthink the algebra beyond this point. Okay, this is it. This is where you got the answer. So the key technique for quadratic ratio equations. Now the interesting part. When x and y appear squared, we use a substitution. Okay, whenever, for example, x square or y square are there in our quadratic equation, we will do what we'll do. We'll substitute a equal to x by y and divide everything by y square. So these things you need to remember whenever you are getting x square, y square, x, y, any terms in our quadratic equation, you need to divide by y square everything and substitute a equal to x by y and solve for a. Understood? So this is the two steps you need to take whenever you are getting such a problem. So let's do one problem, example problem. 6x square minus xy equal, sorry, is to 2xy minus y square equal to 6 is to 1. Find x is to y. So what we'll do here, 6x square minus xy equal to 6 times 2xy. So here also same thing, you will do cross multiply first. 6x square minus xy divided 1, 2xy minus y square equal to 6 by 1. So we will cross multiply them so that we get 6x square minus xy equal to 6 times 2xy minus 6y square. So here 6x square minus xy equal to 12xy minus 36y square. If I bring everything together, 6x square minus 13xy plus 36y square equal to 0. Now we are having into x square, y square, xy, everything is there. What you will do, divide everything by y square. So here what I will do, dividing everything by y square first. So I will get 6x square by y square minus 13 x, y gets cancelled, 1y will remain here, plus 36 equal to 0. And now substituting wherever x and y, x by y is there, we are substituting as a, x by y equal to a. Now what happens? This becomes 6a square minus 13a plus 36 equal to 0. So here, if you're solving for a, what you will get? 36 into 6. You need to find the value here. That will be, by doing factorization, you will get 13 and 8 and 5. 8 fives. No, not 8 and 5. 12 and 18, I guess. Okay. So you do the factorization. So the final answer will be 12, 18 and 12. Okay. The final answer will be 18 and 12. A value is 8 by 18 by 12, or A is also 8 by 12. Two values you are getting. So you can reduce it to 3 by 2 or 2 by 3. These are the two values of A. So now what is A here? You have taken x by y as A, right? X is to y equal to, what is A? Either 3 is to 2 or x by y equal to 2 is to 3. Two values we are getting. So both are correct. This is the question. Finding x is to y was the question. So we have got the answer. Here you find out by factorization, by maybe by formula or whatever, you will get these two answers, 18 by 12 and 8 by 12 for A. Okay. Okay. Moving ahead. So one common mistake that students do here is, you don't discard the second root just because it looks like the reverse. Okay. Don't discard the 2 by 3. You have to write both of them, as you will get two answers. Only writing the first answer stating that this is the same No, it's not the same. You have to write both of them. Okay, next problem. A perfect square shortcut. What is this perfect square shortcut? Sometimes you will get such a number. For example, x square plus 4y square equal to 4xy. Find x is to y. You need not divide everything by y square and take a equal to x by y. You don't have to do all this here. Why? Because if you check it closely, it's a perfect square. X square plus 4y square minus 4xy equal to 0. Okay, so this is x minus 2 whole square equal to 0. So the value of x here is 2, right? X equal to, sorry, x minus 2y. X equal to 2 y you are getting, correct? So x by y equal to 2 by 1. So you can write x is to y equal to 2 is to 1. Got it? Now moving ahead. Before grinding through the quadratic formula, quickly check, does it look like a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square? If it is fitting in that, just do this formula, perfect square formula. Don't get into the dividing by y square and making a equal to x by y. Don't get into those steps. So another factoring practice now. Let's do 10x square. The problem says 10x square minus 23xy plus 9y square equal to 0. How will you do this? Pause the video, try to get the answers. Okay. The first step, dividing by y square and substituting a equal to x by y. These two things we will do here. So this becomes 10a square minus 23a plus 9 equal to 0. If you multiply, you should get 90. If you add, you should get 23. How will you get this? Can we do it by factorization? 90, how 5 into 2, okay, let me check. Or if you want to save time, directly use the formula minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. That will give you best results within lesser time. 15, 3 2s are 6. 15 and 6. No, for 9 and 10. No. 6, 15, 9 to 18 and 5. Yeah, 18 and 5. 10a square minus 18a minus 5a plus 9 equal to 0. So now you have to take out common. What is common here? 2a is common. So this will become 5a minus 9. If I take plus 1 common, this becomes 5a minus, minus 1 common. So this becomes 5a minus 9 equal to 0. So here 5a minus 9 and 2a minus 1 are the factors. So what are the values of a here? We are getting values of a as a equal to plus 9 by 5, a equal to 1 by 2. So which means x by y. So we are having two values, x is to y equal to 9 is to 5 or x is to y equal to 1 is to 2. These are the two values. Got it? So now So not every question is an equation. Sometimes it's much more direct also. For example, one more problem. If a ratio equals 3:4, if a ratio is given as 3:4, if the consequent is 144, what will be the antecedent? What will be the antecedent here? So you know it very well, right? 3:4 will be equal to, you don't know antecedent, so you are taking it as x. You know the consequent, you are taking it as 144. Here 3/4 equal to x by 144. If you cross multiply here, 144 goes there. 3/4 multiplied by 144 equal to x, which means it will be 4 ones, 4 threes, 6, 36 into 3 is how much? 108. So x value is 108. It means the antecedent is 108, consequent is 144 for this ratio. So this is very simple. You don't have to get into the quadratic formula and all. Okay. So one more thing. Two numbers in the ratio 8:13. If 14 is added to each, the ratio becomes 2:3. How will you do that problem? So these are the homework problems. You take a screenshot, or I'll put this into description box so that you will do these problems and put the answers in the comment box so that I'll check. Okay, so one more last problem is left here. This problem says that two numbers are in the ratio. Two numbers are in the ratio 8:13. Okay. If 14 is added, how much? If 14 is added to each, 14 is added to each, the ratio becomes 2:3 now. The new ratio becomes 2:3. We need to find the numbers. So whenever a ratio is given, what you will take? The numbers, let the numbers be 8x and 13x. Okay. Let numbers be 8x and 13x. Got it? So now what is given here? If you are adding 14 to it, what will become? 8x plus 14. The new numbers will become 8x plus 14 and 3x, 13x plus 14. And the ratio is how much? 8x plus 14 divided by 13x plus 14 equal to how much? 2/3. This is the new ratio. Now what we can do? We can cross multiply it. And by cross multiplying, what will you get? The new equation, 3 into 8, 24x plus 3 14s of 42 equal to 13 into 2, 26x plus 14 into 2, 28. So here what I am getting, x value, if I solve, I will get x value as 7. So the numbers are 8x, 8 into 7, that is 456, and 13 into 7, which is 91. These are the numbers. This is the answer. Understood? So always represent the two unknown numbers using the same letter with the ratios own terms as multipliers, like 8x and 13x. Never take it as two separate unrelated variables like x and y. So we have covered everything in this video. Today you have learned to pull x is to y out of linear equations by cross multiplying, and out of quadratic equations using a equal to x by y substitution, including spotting perfect squares for quick wins. In the next video, we will take all of this and apply it to real board exam word problems, splitting money, ages, mixtures, and more. Plus, we open the door to our next big topic, proportion. If this is helping, hit the like button, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.